Boys and girls, welcome back to Starfield. In the last episode, we did quite a bit. I actually ended up cutting out a lot of last episode's raw recording just because there was so much going on. There was a lot of traveling, and we ended up doing a dungeon, which I didn't expect to do. Between the two options we were given last episode between Marco and Maya, I definitely did not anticipate Maya being the boss battle, but we are picking up right where we left off in the conference room over here because we have to have a little chat with the people in here, which is the deputy and Emma. So my current objective is sit down.
Won't take long.
So let's talk to them.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive.
I haven't done enough to stop them. I've been searching for the cause of it. That's terrible.
It's worse. It's tragic. How's your investigation proceeding?
Going well. Once Alex cracks their encryption, we could learn a lot.
That's assuming he finds something useful.
I don't see why he wouldn't.
Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
It must be very easy for you to sit back and criticize when we've been doing all of the
Yeah, cook, Sarah. Let her
I've
cook.
done my part. Besides, this is Ranger business, so why don't you keep your mouth shut?
Because she's been helping me more
Let's
than
move
you.
on.
Dumbass.
I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over.
Alrighty.
We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown.
The one I saved, yep.
She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates.
Of course.
Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard.
Of course.
That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him.
Yep. I respect Ron Hope and what he's accomplished. Causing friction with the council doesn't help anyone. Yeah, that one, because I don't respect Ron. I'm still convinced Ron is the reason that the ship got stolen and that there are people harassing farmers. He's in on it somehow, in my opinion.
Exactly. Dealing with the council can be tough, but it comes with a badge. No need to make it harder than it already is.
Let's continue. We've got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you took on a syndicate loan shark to help an informant.
The informant was innocent, I had to help. Honestly, yeah.
And you were right to do so. Helping people is our most important duty, even when you're conducting an investigation.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani.
It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. Like I said during the Red Mile, it was just more annoying than anything. Like, the monsters in the Red Mile weren't hurting me, they were just exploding and shaking my screen.
Is that so? Well, I hope that's not just false bravado.
I'm literally here
There's nothing
talking to
wrong
you, I
with feeling
survived.
fear. More often than not, it'll keep you alive.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart.
Oh, he's dead. Came to violence, you can guess how it ended. I took great pleasure in ending his life. I tried to persuade him, but he wouldn't come quietly. I did try to persuade him.
I suppose underestimating you was his last mistake. Damn. I thought if anyone could see reason, it'd be Marco.
Why was that?
What
He
about
lives in a
Maya
museum.
Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most.
She didn't have much time left. She wanted things to end on her terms.
I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
So maybe do the entire
Excuse me,
dungeon.
Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The factory. That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them.
If the First is there, I'll make sure none of them survive. I don't know about that one, brother. I mean, I'll go check it out, sure. What do you know much about this? What do you know about this mech factory? I mean, it's a mech factory. They're making mechs.
The facility was on Arcturus 2.
Aight.
It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight.
Always.
If you have questions before you head out, ask the Marshal. Be careful, Deputy.
Alrighty, thank you. Sarah, I appreciate you picking up my back. Sarah may have been annoying as hell during the Red Mile, but you know what? Big value on the backing me up there.
Let's be certain to stock up on some extra ammunition before we explore the wilderness around the city.
That's what I wanted to do. Not around the city, but I need ammunition in general, and I don't really know where to go to find that. Like, I know there's the general store, but it's a general store. Let's just go ahead and jump here. Destroy the, of course, the fight, naturally.
Weapons hot. I get a bonus if I kill you, and I'm getting that bonus.
Their grab drives down. Our grab jump system's fried, Captain.
There, that's one down. I really don't understand why I'm being
Grab
forced
jump down. Oh, we're stuck.
to do this.
Not too late to run. Yeah.
Not too late to run. Like, shut up, dude.
We've taken a shield system needs immediate repair.
I also have the hiccups, which is a bigger problem.
Shields are non-operational.
Wow, that was close. We did it, though.
Contact!
Oh my god, of course there's more of them. I don't want to do space combat, brother. I wanted to land on the planet. Land at the Freestar Mech Factory, like, whatever, man. Just... If you like the space combat in Starfield, more power to you. I think it is the worst part of this game, and I'm not even going to try to hide that. This game is like a solid 7.5 out of 10 if it's just the ground stuff. The second you add space combat, it's like a 3, in my opinion. This is so boring and something I just don't want to do. Place looks really peaceful and serene for a mech factory.
These mechs were some of the deadliest instruments of war created by mankind. It's a relief that they've been outlawed by the Armistice. Well,
Say so, Sarah.
looks like we have this place all to ourselves.
I doubt it. There's probably someone here somewhere.
Sending a lone deputy out here. But I'll give credit where it's due. You're a hell of a pilot.
I'm really not. I had to lower the difficulty to get here.
It's waiting for you inside.
Front Paxton Hall. Okay. Okay, I assumed we wouldn't be heading into combat, but... Okay, I'm wasting all my good ammo. Love to see that. Please don't throw grenades at me. You know what? I lied. I'm gonna throw grenades back.
I'm gonna end you!
I'm sure you are.
You picked the wrong day to piss me off!
Sarah, thanks for the help.
I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
This guy is making himself out to sound like he's... Kellogg. I hate how I'm spec'd in ballistic weapons and pistols and I still can't do shit with them.
The 1st Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Nira, the 1st Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards, or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding. And this means you.
Okay, I guess I just missed.
Going out.
Whoever that is having a really good time. It must be nice because my guns don't shoot straight. Okay. There's some progress being made. That is about all I can say. I would adore any amount of healing, and I'm sure there's some in there if I could get in there, but I can't. I think there's one more enemy in this combat section. I don't know how much I'm actually going to leave in, because this has literally been 25 minutes of just this room, so if you don't see a lot, I'm sorry. This dungeon has been very not super fun between the space combat and just the obscene amount of enemies in here, but I guess that's kind of the point, isn't it? I activated a robot, but I have no idea where Homeboy went. He probably died. Okay. So that was all. I think this is him, actually. Yeah, Homeboy died, like, instantly. Holy hell, alright. That's all the enemies in this section. If there's another section, I'm surrendering. They can have me. This entire dungeon has contained so little healing that I'm surprised I got this far. It's giving me more ammo, which, like, I can appreciate, but there we go. Trauma pack. A single trauma pack. A single trauma pack in this entire room. Alright. I can sleep, though. Alright, Sarah, get up. Wasn't expecting you to actually do that, so... We slept and we found a trauma pack. That's better than how this has been going so far. Is that enough? Probably not. Defeat the first mercenaries, defeat Paxton Hall. Is there a boss fight here? Am I about to walk into a boss fight when I have... one trauma pack as my healing? Combat knife. I mean, I'll take it. There's a cot here. This is another giant set-piece warehouse, isn't it? Or do we just walk up in this one?
Someone there. What was that?
Oh, no, there's more guys, of course. Because after that giant-ass combat section that lasted way too long, that's what I want, is more combat. And, like, I get it, it's a dungeon, it's supposed to be this way, but... the combat isn't that fun to have this be what's going on.
Got a present for ya. I'm going to end you.
Alright, good job, Sarah. Your grenade missed, but you killed someone else. Like, look at how many there are. What in the hell?
Nothing. Nothing.
It's gonna be one of the situations where I'm just gonna keep shooting, doing damage, running back to the bed I was sleeping in, because that's out of the combat zone.
Sending one.
And then that's what's gonna keep happening until I just clear this room. Honestly, I'm not even gonna sit here and pretend I'm a super soldier. We're just gonna keep running back here and sleeping every time I need to heal. We'll get full health. Wake up feeling rested, just run straight back into the battle and see that guy through a wall, I guess.
Going to end you. Here it comes.
Since this one's the final push, I might leave this one. I might leave this combat section in more than the other one. I had to cut the other one out. I didn't have to, but like, it would have just been super boring watching that room get cleared. I sleep up here? I use your bed? Alright, I can just sleep in the middle of a war zone.
Oh well. I don't stock up on junk.
Alright, it'd be super dope if I could shoot straight. Okay. What the hell is this? This a fucking...
This is badly for you.
Oh, this is a grenade launcher. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this shotgun? This is a grenade launcher. Modified lawgiver. I'll take it and look at it. I gotta sleep again. The only thing modified about it is that it has a scope.
You're the soundest sleeper I've ever seen.
Which, maybe that'll help.
Going out. Got him. Wrong dude.
Yeah, maybe having a scope will actually make this gun usable, because the other one was, trash. I have 700 rounds of ammo for this thing, though. I leveled up? Yeah, I better have.
Throwing a grenade.
Talk to Paxton Hall again. Holy. This was a better dungeon than the Maya Cruz dungeon, but there was just so much combat. Which, like, again, makes sense because it's literally an army. They are literally an army. I can't debate that. Does it make it any less annoying? No. No, this shit's still annoying as hell. Paxton, I'll talk to you in a second. I want to look around. Alright. Another modified lawgiver. Nah, you can keep that one, bro. Okay, let me just loot some more of these guys, get their ammo. Alright. Now that all that's out of the way, let's actually just talk to this bro. What's going on, man? You having a bad day?
I can't believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis.
I'm gonna be honest, man. To get through the space combat, I lowered the difficulty, but the rest of the dungeon, annoying as hell. But yeah, we got here. I didn't want to hurt anybody, but I had to defend myself. That's not a good excuse when we just took on a military base, but the war ended a long time ago.
Not the way it should have.
Doesn't matter.
Of course, I can't expect you to understand what we sacrificed, what we lost. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us, even when victory was within our grasp.
We've both seen our share of hell. It's whether or not we allow those awful memories to consume our souls that defines who we are.
You have no right to judge me.
I don't think she's judging you, bro. I think she's offering some peace of mind. She's letting you know that it's okay to move on. Who hired the first to seize farmland?
You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer.
I probably already know the answer.
Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause. But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now.
Like I said, I've been on the boat that it's been Ron Hope or somebody else on the Governor's Council or whatever that thing is called the entire time.
We'll see about that. Not long after I started the First, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential.
Okay, Ron Hope.
I refused to work for a shadow client, so we agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up.
Wow, I did not see that
A
coming.
lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space.
That's quite an accusation.
How does the stolen Hope Tech ship tie into all of this? That's a dense question. If my character actually asked that, I wouldn't want to be in charge of my character anymore. The Hope Tech ship falls into this because Ron Hope is supplying the First with the means to take over things. Like, it's not that hard to figure out. It also wasn't hard to figure out that Ron Hope was the guy behind it. I said it when we first met Ron Hope 2.5 episodes ago, that this guy is the guy doing what he's doing to those people, but he's pretending to be the guy that's the victim. I don't know if it's an insurance thing, if it's a power thing, if he's trying to take over the world like Kevin Spacey was, that comparison that I made. But yeah, like, I've known from the beginning of this quest that Ron Hope was the bad guy. It was kind of obvious.
Sure I did. The money was good, but the payback was the real
What
reward.
payback?
If I could avenge my men, make some credits, and eventually expose a member of the council, well, that, my friend, is my definition of justice.
So you exposed Ron Hope by working for Ron Hope and hurting farmers? What? Did I miss something? I'm just gonna take it upon myself that I missed something in, like, the whole content creator talking to the people watching this video thing, because that logic doesn't make sense. You're hurting Ron Hope by working for him and doing what he wanted?
You think I've lost? Is that it? I haven't lost.
You've lost.
You go find Ron Hope and tell him what I've told you. Then you can deal out whatever justice you see fit. You do your job, and I get one last piece of vengeance against the council.
If what he says is true, then there's no question Ron Hope has to answer for what he's done.
I'm bringing you and you don't deserve to live. Why are these the only two options? Okay, yeah, let's let him live.
Don't bother.
Gonna kill himself.
We're trying to take you in quietly. Violence is not the answer, Major.
I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear.
Alright, man.
But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar Collective. When the next war comes, and it will come, the Collective needs to be strong. Now my unit's waiting for me, and I'm gonna report for duty one last time.
My God, okay.
Goodbye, Deputy.
Oh, he's... Dude, I suck. I can't hit him. Holy shit, I could not hit him. I mean, I guess at the very least he gave me what I'm assuming is proof to back up our claims.
Anything valuable? When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Yeah, Sarah, probably. That's a different quest. We'll worry about that when we come to it. I figured as much, like I said from the very beginning. Like, it was pretty obvious, to me at least, that Ron Hope was probably in charge of whatever was going on. I can't see what that is, but I'll take it. Like I said, he came off from the very get-go of, like, Kevin Spacey's character from the Advanced Warfare campaign, where he was, like, trying to make him out to be the good guy. Everything he did benefited the people around him. The people of Hope Tech rely on him to have a job and have a life, etc., etc. He was making himself out to be better than he actually was. Like, the entire time. Like, whether he was directly responsible for what happened, or, like, he just hired people to do it for him, that's not really here nor there. He was the cause of everything going on, and I'm over-encumbered. Alright, anyway, let's get out of here. Can I just fast travel? Do I have to go back to my ship? Can I just leave?
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Yeah, Sarah, just because you keep saying it doesn't mean I'm gonna make it happen. I'm sorry. But let us go inside.
I remember meeting Ron Hope once.
I just want to get all these approvals over with.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Just processing another order for pickups.
Okay. I got bamboozled because he's not in his office. Where's homeboy at?
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Burkett. We set some ambitious quotas, and you met every one of them.
Well, I won't pretend it was easy, but everyone pulled together and we got it done.
I'll let you share the good news, whenever and however you like.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
But we'd be dust, except for the factory.
Hey, Ron, let's talk.
Good to see you again.
I doubt it, man.
Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on them. I trust you're here with good news?
Oh, quite the opposite. I've learned something very interesting.
Did you now? Well, don't keep me in suspense.
Paxton Hall told me you hired him to clear out those farms.
The disgraced war hero who went to prison, and you actually believed him?
Joe Slade, I have evidence that you hired the first to seize the farms. Checkmate.
That two-faced bastard kept the Slade. Oh, I suppose this is his revenge against the Council of Governors for what happened during the war.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Burkett. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
Oh, I'm sure you would. Tell me everything.
The cards are on the table. So why not? The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content. tenfold.
Okay, go on.
We donated the fertilizer to select homesteads and let the farmers do the work. And when the time was right, we cleared the farm and brought in machinery to harvest the mineral-rich soil. The reduction in labor and materials costs sent my profits soaring.
So those farmers poisoned themselves.
Where
and you
is
ended
Sarah
up
inside of a
reaping
box?
profits. How can you even live with yourself?
It's nothing personal. It's just good business. I don't expect you to understand.
Not good business if it leads to where we're at, brother. You used the first to seize the farmland and kept the operation secret.
I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witnesses.
That doesn't make you the good
What I'm
person.
hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job and more.
I don't think that's gonna matter, man.
This later.
This conversation ends. It's not gonna end well for you.
In case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners.
The operation ends now. That's not enough.
You're right. Yeah, those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience.
And you deserve to go to prison.
Well, perhaps a discount on their next purchase from HopeTech.
You're seriously turning an apology into a business pitch. That's disgusting.
With that resolved, let's talk about...
What was resolved? What?
As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to...
Only 20,000 credits for all that? Dude, what? Nah, I'm good. You're gonna turn yourself in and I'll be telling the Marshal everything.
Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. There's something else you need to consider.
Oh my god,
I'll do
what?
what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihood.
Do you have like a kill switch?
Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer?
Why can't someone else just be put in charge? Like, he's not essential to the production of anything anymore. He's literally just a figurehead.
Well, I'm afraid there's no avoiding it. The past can't be changed. You put me away, and this company will fall apart. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation, this company, or the people who work for me. If that means you suffer an unfortunate incident at the hands of my security personnel, so be it. I'm important. You're nothing.
There's the Kevin Spacey plot twist.
Actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger, are you?
You're a despicable man, Hope.
They're still in the box.
And I hope you get exactly what you deserve.
I just, like, where does this guy get off? I get it, he's the big, bad, scary guy that thinks money's a weapon. Does he not realize I just took on an entire army, like, regiment of trained soldiers that really have nothing to lose, and they were throwing everything they had at me? And his security force is gonna stop me? I'm sorry, man. The bribes and threats aren't gonna work.
Such a shame to see a promising career cut so tragically short.
I'm sure, brother. You're a level 1 character. Are you... No, you're a loader bot, okay. Like, really, bro. I'm sorry, dude, just... I lied. I'm not even sorry. Just, what was the point? I still haven't got any health. I should have stopped and bought some. The hell? Where did this person go? Are you serious? Just stop running.
Oh, I'm hit.
Right, I think we're just out of range of whatever gun I'm using. Who is pushing me? Where am I going? Dude, your head of security is just running. Alright, is that it? Holy. Alright, go talk to Birgit. Alright, Birgit.
He tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But
Called an
everything he
act.
said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, it was so awful.
He cared about the people loyal to him but nobody else.
The first part is true. He always looked out for us, for his employees.
I mean, he got pretty upset with you during that entire confrontation with me, so I don't know about that one either.
We never saw that side of him.
Of course, that's why he was...
You killed him. Nobody should ever want that. Especially when it means killing someone who meant so much to so many people.
A bad person.
What happens to us now?
There must be a second in command.
That would be Elana. Elana Nwankwo. She seems pretty capable. Maybe we'll be okay after all.
I'm sure you will, man.
I guess we'll have to figure things out. Find a path forward.
There might be some difficult days ahead, but I wish you good luck. There's something I need to talk to you about.
Sarah, you keep saying that. It's not going to make me talk any quicker. I also realized I called this guy a deputy when he's a marshal, so...
Hey, deputy.
I'm the deputy.
You're back. Good to see you back safe, deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there?
It was their hideout, but I took care of them.
Damn, you've got guts of steel. Did you find out why the First was taking over farms?
Ron Hope hired the First to grab farmland.
What? Ron Hope? That's one hell of an accusation, deputy.
It's a fact.
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
Fucking dead,
so he
Marshal.
can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all?
He explained everything. He's dead, though. I don't know how you're gonna take that news.
That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims.
Give Slate... Yep, there, sure.
All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this?
He's dead, bro.
Sounds like his pride got the best of him. Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Free Star Collective.
I don't see why, though.
If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger?
Sure. It'd be an honor.
Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Never.
Thanks to my own personal biases against the Freestar Collective, I was skeptical when you originally accepted the appointment. But seeing you in this moment, I have to admit that I am bloody proud of you. Well done.
I will strive to be worthy of the title.
I know you will, Ranger. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Yeehaw, guys.
Great job, Ranger!
Star Eagle awarded. As a full-fledged Freestar Ranger, you have been granted your very own Star Eagle class starship with no registration fee required. Thank God, because the Frontier kinda pissing me off.
We should have a talk when you have the time.
Sarah, you've been saying that.
Welcome to the Rock, I guess.
You've been saying that forever, brother. We got a bunch of stuff that's over-encumbered us, so that is where this episode is going to end, though. I'm going to do some inventory management and leveling up off-screen. But for those of you that have enjoyed, leave that like and sub down below, and then stay tuned for whatever the next video is going to be on whatever game it happens to be. But until then, boys and girls, pizza.